welcome to Brilliant Creatures. I'm Gail.
And I'm Stephen, and let's check out what's coming up on today's show. In Do It Yourself, we'll show you how to build a brilliant hedgehog teepee, the perfect home for these spiky creatures.
And we travel to America to meet a girl who had a close encounter with a 2-metre bull shark and lived to tell the tale.
And have a look at this eye, this fur and this massive foot. Any ideas what creature this is? Here's a clue. We'll be milking it later in today's show. Ever get two brilliant creatures mixed up?
Don't know your stoats from your weasels or your frogs from your toads?
Well, this is the part of Brilliant Creatures where we give you the knowledge to spot the difference. This is the Nile crocodile. And this is the alligator. And these are two very scared presenters.
Now, I tell you what, sitting at home, I don't know if you can fully appreciate just how scary this is. I mean, you can just feel the awesome power of these brilliant creatures. They haven't changed their terrifying ways in millions of years. Armour and aggression in equal measures make these two terrifying beasts not to be messed with.
But what are the differences between these two brilliant creatures that have made killing their living? They look so similar. In fact, out of all of the spot the differences in the series, these two are the hardest to tell apart. But there are some differences.
Spot the difference? Number 1.
The crocodile's fourth tooth sticks out on its lower jaw of its closed mouth, whereas the alligator's does not because they fit into sockets.
And the alligator has more teeth, sometimes as many as 80, all the better for crushing its prey.
Spot the difference? Number 2.
Check which country you're in. If you're in America, you're looking at an alligator.
But if it's Africa, you're face to face with a croc.
Spot the difference? Number 3.
The alligator has a thicker snout than the crocodile, but the croc's nose is longer and thinner.
And the crocodile can sniff out a meal 4 miles away.
So remember the 3-point plan to spot the difference between a crocodile and an alligator.
Teeth.
Nose.
Location. Because you never know when the Brilliant Creatures 3-point plan will help you when you come face to face with a truly awesome brilliant creature. Hedgehogs are brilliant creatures. Now, most people think of hedgehogs as pretty slow movers, but they're not, you know. They can move fast. In fact, they can cover 3 kilometres in a single night. And they can run pretty fast when they need to as well.
And they'll eat anything that gets in their way, from insects to snails, from caterpillars to worms. And they can eat up to 100 insects in one night. The most amazing thing about a hedgehog is it lives in a teepee, or at least it can do now. You see, this is the Brilliant Creatures teepee. See, hedgehogs can survive in the countryside as well as in towns and cities where they stay in dry and sheltered places.
So in today's DIY, we're going to show you how to make your very own hedgehog teepee, just like our one. Look at it, it's absolutely brilliant. It's all waterproofed and it's covered in twigs and foliage. And here's how you do it.
First, get yourself 3 sticks about that sort of size and an elastic band, and you want to secure the elastic band around the sticks, so just wrap it around and around, and then push the elastic band up the sticks about that far, and if you open out the sticks now, you'll get your basic teepee shape, just like that. Then stick the sticks into the ground to keep them nice and sturdy, and you want to make sure that you build your teepee beside a hedge or a fence. Don't build it out in the open, otherwise the hedgehogs won't use it.
Now what you want to do is cover your teepee to protect your hedgehogs from the wind and the rain. Now we found that a really good way of waterproofing our teepee is just by using a black bin liner.
Now, bin liners are quite big, so you want to actually measure from the top of one of the sticks down to the bottom, cut the excess off, the open end, like that, and then place the bin liner over the top of the 3 sticks and push the sticks through the top like that. Then you need to cut a hole in the front of your teepee. This is where this tunnel is going to go, so your hedgehogs can get in and out.
Next, place sticks all the way around the edge of your teepee, just like this. Now make sure that you stick them right into the ground, and these are going to give your teepee some extra sturdiness. Then get some string and tie all the sticks together around the top, and this will stop it all falling apart.
Like that, just snip these off. And we're nearly done. Just a couple of added touches now. Get yourself some leafy twigs and weave these in and out of the sticks, and this will keep your hedgehog nice, safe and warm, and go all the way round.
Finally, what you need to do is make the tunnel, and it's really easy to make. All it is a section cut out of a 2-litre drinks bottle. Cut down the middle and then just stuck into the ground like this at the entrance of your teepee. Now make it a bit more hedgehog friendly. Cover it with some soil like this and a bit of grass. And there you go. It's a really good idea actually to put one of these tunnels in because it'll stop any unwanted foxes or cats from sticking their noses in.
Hedgehogs have really soft feet, so it's a good idea to pad your teepee out. Maybe use some dried hay or some leaves, but if you don't want to use them, it doesn't matter. It's a really good idea. Use some shredded paper because it's really, really soft and just cushion out your teepee. Now, for a reminder of how to make it, why don't you check out the Brilliant Creatures website address at the end of today's show. Click on DIY and all the information's there. Then all you have to do is sit back, relax and watch your hedgehogs set up camp.
Be careful not to get too close to your hedgehogs because you'll scare them off. But what you could do is put down some food for them. Dog food, which they really like, some apple, chunks of apple, and some grated carrot. And then all you have to do is sit back and watch your hedgehogs take full advantage of your Brilliant Creatures Hedgehog Teepee.
If you go to the beach in the UK, one of the only things that might give you a nasty nip is one of these, an edible crab. Now, it might give you a little pinch, but it's certainly not going to eat you, however nasty it may look.
But if you were out here visiting the beaches of Florida, you might just have a close encounter that you weren't expecting with some of the ocean's most brilliant but deadly creatures, sharks. 98 different species of shark live off the coast of the US, and 23 of those species have been known to attack people. One of the most fierce of the predators is the bull shark. They're one of the most dangerous sharks in the world, and they can grow to be twice as big as this one. So if you're out here swimming around in the waters off the coast of Florida, there's nothing to protect you from these fearsome predators. But that doesn't stop thousands of people every year from coming down to Florida and visiting these beaches. And that's why in 2001, almost half of all the reported shark attacks in the entire world happened right here in these waters. This is the story of one girl who fell victim to one of America's most brilliant creatures, the bull shark. Sunday the 19th of August 2001. New Smyrna Beach in Florida is packed. 17-year-old Becky Chapman is at the beach with her friend Scott Love.
My friend Scott is kind of my surf buddy. We go out to the beach all the time and we go surfing together. And so we just figured, hey, let's go to the beach today. It's just any normal day at the beach.
After a few hours, the waves died down and Becky and her friends are relaxing on their boards a few meters out from the beach.
It was just me and him out there. And he said, man, we are such shark bait right now.
I don't know, if you stay out here too long, you might become shark bait.
But Scott didn't know how right he was. A 6-foot bull shark has spotted Becky. Without warning, it attacks. It crashes into Becky at speed, sinks its razor-sharp teeth into her leg, and Becky's desperately clinging to her board.
Then I looked back and I saw my leg in the shark's mouth, and it was just thrashing around.
So Becky bravely fights off the shark.
I had a good grip on my leg, and it didn't so much let go as I pulled my leg from its mouth. I'm thinking that the shark, it's crippled me, it's having some fun, it's gonna circle around me, and it's gonna come back and finish me off. I just kept thinking that in my head.
But Becky can't make it out of the water on her own, and blood is pouring from her leg.
Like one of those bad dreams where you try and run away, but you can't. And finally, my friend realized what happened, and he came over and it was helping me in. I didn't really realize how bad my leg was until I reached down and felt it.
The shark has bitten through one of Becky's main arteries. She's rushed to hospital where surgeons battle for 2.5 hours to save her leg. Over the next few months, she makes a miraculous recovery. Got any theories why you were attacked on that day?
I know that sharks often mistake the whites of the hands and feet for bait fish. They look for the contrast in the water. It's just a case of mistaken identity. They don't naturally attack humans.
So have you got any bad feelings towards sharks now?
I'm actually more interested in them and finding out more about their behavior and why they behave certain ways. I know that they think the cure for cancer lies somewhere in the shark because they've never found one that's died of old age.
Can we actually have a look at the scar on your leg? Can we see what it looks like now? So it had a huge mouth to get right round your leg. Surprisingly, the experience hasn't stopped Becky from surfing.
I respect it a lot more. I respect the ocean and I understand the dangers out there.
This is the part of the show where Stephen and I rise to a Brilliant Creatures challenge. And today's challenge involves this stuff: milk and these.
Camels. Meet Ash and his mum Kalish, two dromedary camels from Africa and some of the most brilliant producers of milk in the world.
Now, if you live in the desert, camel milk is one of the best sources of protein that you can get. So millions of people actually drink this stuff every day. And we've imported some from Northwest Africa. And this is the part that Stephen and I have really not been looking forward to. We're going to try this camel milk and find out what it tastes like. Here you go, Stephen.
Come on.
Lovely big glass for you. Cheers.
Smells good.
Oh dear.
Right, you ready?
Oh, don't want to do this.
Doesn't taste that bad.
I think it's more the thought of it, I don't know. But I wouldn't want it on my cornflakes every day.
Now, believe it or not, the hundreds and thousands of camels which produce milk for people to drink each year are actually milked by hand. And that is where our challenge comes in.
Because Stephen and I have got just 30 seconds to see how much milk we can get from Kalish. Whoever gets the most milk at the end is the winner. Good luck, Stephen. Good luck, Kalish.
Now, apparently milking a camel is very similar to milking a cow. Now, I haven't done either, but I've been told how to do it. What you do, Ash, can I... Oh, hello, steady on. I'm just going to get in here. Is that all right? Thanks very much. What you do is you get your two fingers on the top of the teat and you give a little squeeze and pull down and hopefully we should get a bit of milk. Come on, please. Oh, did you see that? Look, I'll try again. Oh, I did get some. I didn't think I would.
Oh, off to a good start, Stephen. Now, camel herders in the desert have had years and years of practice. Stephen and I, on the other hand, have never done this before. But as with all Brilliant Creatures challenges, we're going to give it our best shot.
Now, I'm going to take these teats here.
And I'm going to take the teats on this side. We've both got a container to collect any milk that we do manage to get out of Kalish. And whoever's got the most at the end is the winner. OK, let's have 30 seconds on the clock, please. And let's go in 3. Good luck, Gail. 2, 1, go! Oh!
Oh!
Are you getting anything?
Yes, I am.
Oh, I've got a baby camel nibbling here. I'm not getting a thing. Oh, look, it's coming out.
Oh, I tell you what, it's bucket loads.
I just got some.
Come on, Kalish.
I'm not getting anything at all. Well, there's a drop.
Yeah, I tell you what.
A lot of this could be to do with the fact that Kalish doesn't actually know us. Apparently, camels can actually control how much milk they let you get. I'm not getting anything at all.
2 seconds left. 1. Time's up.
Oh, no.
Oh, moments of true time. Nice work, Kalish.
Ooh.
Nice work. Oh, steady on. Right, here we go then. Let's measure and let's see who's won.
Well, this is an absolute disaster. Having a container is a bit of a joke. Because as you can see, I've just about sprayed the bottom of mine. But you pour yours in, you've got...
Okay. I think Ash was scared that I was going to milk her as well.
Well, it's not bad, Stephen, but I'll tell you what, you've got a long way to go before you can match a camel herdsman in the desert. Because in the same time that we had there, a professional camel herdsman would have got this much milk from a camel.
How do they do that?
With a lot of practice.
Absolutely, but the camel needs no practice at all because in just 1 year, a camel can produce up to 3,000 litres of milk. That's enough milk to keep a whole family of 4 in milk for an incredible 7 years. You'd need a monster milk float nearly twice the size of this one to deliver it all.
All in all, not a bad year's work for just one camel.
Next time, the studio's packed with puppies, both little and large.
We track down the biggest cat in the world, in America.
And we meet the terrifying funnel web spider. It's a killer.
Well, that's it for today's show.
For information on anything you've just seen, why don't you check out the Brilliant Creatures website? The address is on the screen now.
And we're going to leave you with some of today's most brilliant creatures, plus some bits you won't have seen. See ya.
Bye, everyone. Bye. My head looks like a hedgehog. Oh, steady on. In 1 day, can produce 3,000 litres of milk.
Year. In 1 year.
What did I say?
Day.
1 day. That's a very good camel.